Sometimes it's hard to believe. It happens like a dream. One day you have everything and the next you're sitting convincing yourself it's a dream, and you will get up and move on. However, upon learning that it's a reality, that's when the depression starts. This is a story of riches to rags and back to a stable life again. My life has been full of events that seem to never add up in some occasions. Sometimes I tend to wonder how I would be rich one day and live a miserable life in the other. Every business has its ups and downs, but there are some times where the limitations tend to overcome the benefits, which may lead someone to bankruptcy. I believe this is what happened to me as a self-made millionaire who started from nothing but was overcome by various limitations. It all started with hard work, or rather overworking myself. My business was based on cryptocurrency and selling mining machines. Through this, I was able to succeed in business to a point where I had made millions. In my journey to the top, I had made several friends and enemies too. Once my hard work paid off, I would buy a new supercar every 2 days. I became popular, and several media houses thought I was a scam. Some were doing whatever in their power to tarnish my name. At the time, I was too hard for the challenges. I had to keep moving on and focusing on my business. However, these claims would affect my business in one way or the other. This is because, when business was doing fairly okay, I was able to handle over 700 clients in a day. However, with time the number of clients declined. Notably, the most important thing for business is making profits, and when you can't manage, then the business is moving to a failure. My name was common to every person, some in a bad way and others positively. Each of these people giving me names, my family, for example, accused me of stealing. This was due to the influence of the media, who of course regularly tarnished my name, calling me a thief, a scam, and many other names that were not good for business. In this case, my business started doing bad, attracting several lawsuits due to the influence of the media. I, therefore, ended up being bankrupt to an extent that I could not keep up with the flashy life I once afforded. I could not even get money for cigarettes. The extravagance that I once enjoyed started being hard to find, and I lost almost all my friends. I also found new ones, the people who were willing to stick with me and the people I found when all failed to work. I had such a hard time since people did not trust me. They thought this was as a result of stealing. This was a period for depression. I never thought my life would come around once again. My key goal was achieving the best I could and manage my luxurious life. However, out of nowhere the word failure popped up from nowhere, an experience that was strong enough and made me quit to start a new life. I lost everything, but I never lost the passion and determination to get back again. I still could fight for my survival despite all odds, with the hope I would get back up again and achieve greatness. This time, I was convinced that once I get up, there was no going back. I had understood one thing at my early age, that being a businessman was not for the weak people at heart, and that no easy path leads you to success. All it needs is hard work and commitment. I was not ready for the critics and the media wanting to take me down. I also understood that one needs to work harder than the people in the field similar to his, and in the end choose my cards correctly and in an informed manner. All the way, the desire had kept me afloat even when things were not good, during the times when I could not afford to put cigarette, or even when the media were attacking me. I also learned on the need to take time, seek for the glaring opportunities, start planning unique and innovative informed risks. I also learned the need for independence, as the power to win always starts within us and not from the people. Despite the fact that my first company, Tagak Proprietary Limited, is still in minor debt as a company, however, I am certain that, determined it will soon rise up again. I am currently undertaking several ventures to finance the debt, where I work 15 to 19 hours a day and 7 days a week. Further, there is one thing that I never lost from Tagak, and that is network, which is what I'm using to get in new partners and finance our way up. The most important lesson to learn in this case is that life will always present to use a couple of cards. We are expected to make the wisest decisions we can and decide on the best move to take that is decided on what card we need to take and what do we dispose of. The essential factor is that we play to win and we never lose. I used to feel comfortable with my first success and could enjoy anything I wanted at any time. However, lack of making hard decisions and giving a blind eye to the critics got me bankrupt and unable to sustain my situation. However, this life is determined by our ability to stand up even when hit by the strongest tides. It is not that we do not fear. What matters is how we deal with the fear and what we do to suppress it, or do we let it take over us and keep us down.